Hello and welcome to Wee Willie Wonderfuls. In this video tutorial we're going to show you how to add the edging all around the outside of baby Waffles' jacket. This pattern is slightly different to the larger size Waffles the Bear, but the technique is exactly the same, so you can use this video to help you. Let's get started. These are the cute buttons we're going to be adding. Look at those little ladybirds. But you can add any. What I've done is I've actually marked on where I'd like the buttons to go, the buttonholes to go, and I'm putting them on the left-hand side of the jacket as it's facing us, and then we're going to put a loophole here and a loophole here, and then the buttons on the other side. But I just added those to remind me and so that I could see where I'd want them to go. So let's get started. So we're going to grab our wool and our crochet hook. And we're going to start with a slip knot, and this is just to rejoin the yarn to the edge of the jacket because it's not attached. So we're going to start in the center back of the jacket just because it's less noticeable here, but you can start wherever you'd like. So I'm going to go with that. So to double crochet around the edge, you can use these as stitches, but if there aren't stitches, you just space them evenly. So we're going to put my hook from the outside of the jacket to the inside, and then I'm going to grab that to pull it through, and then this is going to start as if that's our first stitch, and then at the end we will just weave in this end. So we're going to crochet, just do a double crochet all the way around the outside. And what this does is just gives a very neat edge to the jacket. So you could leave it without doing the edging, but especially here it doesn't look very neat. So I just think it finishes it off nicely. So literally we're just doing a double crochet all of the way around. Oops. So it doesn't have to be in every stitch, it doesn't have to be exact. Just space as evenly as you can just to give a neat finish, and you can see it's going to give a lovely edge to little Waffles the jacket. Little Waffles jacket. Right, so we're crocheting around like so. So here you'll think, oh, I'm not sure where to go, but just space them evenly because there isn't a direct stitch to go into. So this is the left hand side of the jacket. If you wanted to put them on the right, feel free to do that. Personal preference. And then when I get to the marker that I added on, that's where I'm going to do my buttonhole, which is quite easy. So we're going to do it here. So I'm going to do my double crochet as normal there. Oops, got it all fastened, look. Right, okay. It's a bit awkward to crochet with it there, so I'm just going to take that off, make it a little bit easier. So the buttonhole is going to go here. So what I'm going to do is chain 5. So literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chains, and then we're going to double crochet into the next position where we would do our next stitch, like so, and that has just created a buttonhole, and we'll use that to hook over the button when we sew it onto the other side. If you're using a different sized button, these are quite big. You want one that will hold the button on. So look, it's about the same size. So if you're using smaller buttons than we are, you may just need to use 3 or 4 chains, or a bigger button you may need to use 6. So just use your judgment. You need the button to be able to go through, but you don't want to be much larger than the button, or the button might slip out quite a lot. So 1 buttonhole. If you wanted to add more buttons than 2, then simply just add more buttonholes. You can use your own creative imagination on it to do it as you would like. So we're approaching the second buttonhole. So I'm going to take that off instead of getting tangled this time. So there we are, it's taken off. So we're now going to go and do our next one. So I'm going to do a double crochet where I'm beginning the buttonhole, and then chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'm just going to go where I'll do the next stitch and do a double crochet. And there we have it, another buttonhole. So we've now got 2. So we're just going to carry on double crocheting right the way around the edge. It's just a continuous circle. So now we are going around the hood. So we're just going to go all the way around the hood, down the other side, and all the way back to where we started. Just unravel my yarn a little bit. That's it. And this is the same edging that we'll use with the pockets. With the pockets, they're just a few rows. And then what we do is double crochet all the way around the outside, just to give it a much neater edge on the pocket. So it's exactly the same technique as this, but we just do about 3 double crochets on each side of the pocket. Oops. So again, if you're making the large Waffles the Bear, it's exactly the same, but just look at the pattern for roughly where to put the buttonholes. And now we're going down the right hand side of the jacket. So again, that doesn't take long, probably 5 minutes to get all the way around. So I'm actually almost out of video, so I'm going to have to finish it off here. So all you're going to do is double crochet all the way to where you started, and then slip stitch and fasten off, and then weave in both of the ends. And that's it. And then we'll just sew the 2 buttons on, matching on the jacket on the other side. Thank you for watching, and we'll